ओ ओ ओ श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री गुरवे नमः। I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. सबके भीतर भगवान को, भगवान भीतर सबको प्रणाम करते हैं। जय गुरु, जय जगन्नाथ। By the grace of God and Sri Gurudev, we all have assembled here to participate in the 26th International Intensive Kriya Yoga Seminar. भगवान और गुरुदेव की महती कृपा से हम यहाँ आए हैं। 26वां साधना शिविर गुरुकुलम परिसर में योगदान करने के लिए। जो साधना करते हैं उनको साधक या साधिका बोलते हैं। Those who pursue the path of sadhana, they are called as sadhaka or sadhika. In any field of life, any walk of life, in any trade, profession, any branch of knowledge, there is sadhana. Those who are sincere on the path of their own practice, they grow up. जीवन में किसी भी विद्या के लिए, ज्ञान के लिए हम प्रयत्न करते हैं, हम साधना करते हैं। भगवत गीता में 6ठ अध्याय उसको आत्म संयम योग या ध्यान योग बोलते हैं। The 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita is called as the yoga of self-discipline or yoga of meditation. The Lord is telling in the verse 36, Asanjatatmano yoga dusprapa iti me matihi. It is my clear verdict, view or opinion that those who are indisciplined, they cannot pursue the path of yoga. जो असंजत होते हैं, जिसके भीतर संयम नहीं है, वो योग साधना में सफल नहीं होते हैं। हम महर्षि पतंजलि के योग सूत्र के अनुध्यान करें तो वो पहले बोलते हैं यम और नियम। इफ वी ओपन द पेजेस ऑफ योग सूत्र ऑफ सच पतंजलि, ही इज स्पीकिंग ऑफ यम एंड नियम। This morning we discussed about Hatha Yoga, about a text, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, in which there are two verses, very practical. It is speaking of you want to progress on the path of yoga, what you should do and what you should not do. I will tell, if you have the possibility, collect a copy of this book and read it, and we'll be discussing on that from that book. And if you have question, you can discuss among with the teachers. इस किताब का अंग्रेजी और हिंदी उड़िया में प्रति मिलते हैं, जो जिसका संभव हो संग्रह करो, उसको पढ़ो। क्या होता है, देखो 7 दिन के लिए आए हो, 2 दिन तो समाप्त होने वाला है, 5 दिन चला जाएगा। आए हो तो अभ्यास तो 3 बार होता है, सत्संग भी होता है, साथ ही साथ विचार को स्पष्ट कर लेना चाहिए, मेरे को क्या करना है। You have come for 7 days, 2 days are almost over, and 5 more days will pass away. You are participating in meditation and satsang. Be very clear of what I am going to do, what type of life I want to live. Here, Swami Swatmarama Yogendra, who wrote this Hatha Yoga Pradipika, in chapter 1, verse 15, he is telling, six things you should be careful. We'll repeat this verse. Atyaharaha, atyaharaha, prayasascha, prayasascha, prajalpa, prajalpa, niyamagraha, niyamagraha, janasangamscha, janasangamscha, laulyamcha, laulyamcha, sarvihi, yoga, sarvi, yoga, vinasyati, vinasyati. Simple meaning, yoga is destroyed by the following 6 causes: overeating, overexertion, excessive talking, the observances of unsuitable rules and disciplines, the company of people, and unsteadiness. These are the 6 qualities or 6 causes of obstruction on the path of yoga. साधना में 6 बाधाएं होते हैं, जिसमें योग में तो विकास के राह पर नहीं जाकर हम सर्वी योग विनश्यति, विनाश के, विकास हो नहीं तो विनाश हो। तो क्या है? एक बोलते हैं प्रत्याहार, अति आहार, अत्याहार। अति मतलब ज्यादा आहार, भोजन, ज्यादा भोजन करना है। हम आपको भगवत गीता के वही 6ठ अध्याय में 16 और 17 श्लोक को हम ले जाते हैं। 16 और 17 हम उसका उच्चारण करेंगे। विल चैंट 2 verses फ्रॉम द भगवत गीता, द सेम 6th chapter, योगा ऑफ सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन। नात्यस्नतस्तु योगोस्ति, नात्यस्नतस्तु योगोस्ति, न चैकान्तम् अनस्नतः, न चैकान्तम् अनस्मतः, न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य, न चाति स्वप्नशीलस्य, जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन, जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन। The Lord is telling, oh Arjuna, na ati asnatastu yogosti. One who eats excessively cannot follow the path of yoga. Nachaikantam anasnataha. On the other hand, one who doesn't eat, fasts a lot, cannot progress on the path of yoga. Arjuna, nacha ati swapnashilasya. One who is oversleeping or tamasic cannot be a yogi. Arjuna, jagrato naivacha Arjuna. Those who keep themselves awake too much, they cannot be yogi. So we are discussing about the first obstacle, which we should detach ourselves. The title of the book is Detach, Attach. So let us stop for a moment. Let me tell you a little bit about detach, attach. Can somebody stand up? Anybody? Quick. So stand there facing this side. You will follow me strictly. You will not lift up the leg, but you will have to walk. पांव नहीं उठा करके चलो. He's not following me. You will tell, how can I walk if I don't lift up my leg? You lift up both the legs and walk. दोनों पांव उठा करके चलो और चल सकते हो. हॉप. If you hop, you can go forward. हाँ? समझ में आता है ना? दोनों पांव नहीं उठा करके आगे चलो, उठा करके चलो. हाँ, हो गया. अभी आराम से धीरे से चलो. कैसे चलते हैं? वॉक इन अ नॉर्मल वे बट स्लोली. एक पांव उठाओ, आगे रखो, फिर दूसरा पांव उठाओ, आगे चलो. समझ में आया ना? देखो, खड़े 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 हो. मैं हाँ, हमको चलना है, आगे चलना है. हम जहां भी है वहां खड़े हो जाओ. पहले देखो मैं कहां हूं. इफ यू हैव टू वॉक, फर्स्ट स्टैंड. See that I'm here, I have to go. Where I'm to go? I'm to go in this direction. So how to go? You can't lift up both the legs. You can't walk. Lift up one leg, move it forward, place it on the ground, then lift up the other leg, again move forward. ऐसे ही हम चलते हैं ना. We walk like this. So walking is a path of detachment and attachment. क्या होता है हम जब चलते हैं, एक पाव को मुक्त करके ऊपर रखते हैं, आगे लेते हैं, फिर उसको नीचे रखते हैं, फिर दूसरे पांव को ऊपर उठाते हैं, आगे जाते हैं। इससे पांव को मुक्त करना और युक्त करना। पहले पांव को मुक्त करो, फिर उसको धीरे से उठाओ। मैं उठाओ बोला हूं, मैं बोलता हूं उठाओ, तुम रख तो लेते हो। हाँ, आगे बढ़ाओ। हाँ, फिर उठाओ। यहाँ खड़े हो जाओ, सबको सामने करके खड़े हो जाओ। तो एक है आसन है, एक पांव में खड़े होकर एक पांव को जंघा के पास ले जाते हैं, दोनों हाथ को। पता है तुमको? करो। ठीक 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 है। बैठो। तो कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं कि बोलते हैं हम सब छोड़ देंगे। Some people they want to and leave everything. My friend, it is not possible. And if you even if you think it is possible, you can be steady and cannot continue it longer. Remember, slow and steady. Slow but steady. And don't expect miraculous results. कुछ लोग साधन के लिए आते हैं, समझते हैं कि हो जाएगा सब। एंड कुछ लोग समझते हैं तो गुरु जी सब कर देंगे, गुरु जी ऐसा स्पर्श कर देंगे तो हो जाएगा। तो सब गलत है। हो सकते हैं ऐसे कोई गुरु होंगे, हम ऐसे गुरु नहीं है। Some people come, they expect that Guruji will do everything for them. Maybe there are some guru, you can go there, they can do, but I have not seen that type of guru ever. And I am not that type of teacher, never. That you have to work hard. The teacher will show the way. You have to work. Mother will serve the food. You have to eat and digest. The mother will not eat for you, mother will not digest for you. माँ भोजन दे देंगे, परोसेंगे, आपको खाना पड़ेगा, आपको हजम करना पड़ेगा। आचार्य या गुरु राह दिखा देंगे, आपको चलना पड़ेगा खुद को। आप बोलेंगे गुरुजी कर देंगे, वो नहीं हो सकता है। यहां स्वात्माराम योगेंद्र बोलते हैं अत्याहार, ओवर और एक्सेसिव ईटिंग। यू विल से it is only for food. But Sri Gurudev used to tell, it is not only for the food, it is for everything, for all sense organs. साधना के लिए मैं आंखों से आपको दिखता हूं, इसका अर्थ क्या है? मैं आंखों से आपको भोजन करता हूं। आप मेरे वाणी सुनते हैं, आप मेरे वाणी को कान से भोजन कर रहे हैं। तो पूज्य गुरुदेव बोलते थे कि हम सब पंचानन है। क्या है? पंचमुख से हम भोजन करते हैं, दिखते हैं, सुनते हैं, स्पर्श करते हैं, आघ्राण करते हैं, रसना से भोजन करते हैं। When it is atyahara, excessive eating, it is not only for food. Sri Gurudev used to tell that anything you see, you are eating through your eyes. Anything you hear, you are eating through your ears. In other words, Sri Gurudev said, we have 5 mouths, 5 faces. Pancha Anana, Lord Shiva. पंचानन शब्द है अति आहार। आहार शब्द का अर्थ है आसमंतत क्रियते इति आहार। जो हम सामने देखकर ग्रहण करते हैं वो आहार है। तो आहार का अन्य एक अर्थ होता है अन्न। अन्न का अर्थ होता है अन्न, फूड. Gurudev used to say, we eat food and food eats us. We eat food and food eats us. This is Upanishadic mantra. उपनिषद, तैत्रीय उपनिषद में एक मंत्र है. मंत्र का अर्थ होता है अद्यते अति च भूतानां तस्मात् अन्नम तदुच्यते. अद्यते अति च भूतानां तस्मात् अन्नम तदुच्यते. Therefore it is called as food or annam, because food is eaten and food eats. Food is eaten and food eats. हम भोजन करते हैं, भोजन हमको ही भोजन करता है. उसका अर्थ क्या होता है सुना, थोड़ा सूक्ष्म है. आप बोलेंगे हम बैठे हैं, प्रसाद लेते हैं, भोजन करते हैं. मेरे माँ ने बचपन में बोले है कि बचपन में हमारे नमक मिट्टी के बर्तन में रखते थे. गांव में मिट्टी के बर्तन में नमक रखते हैं. मेरी माँ की वचन था, लूण खाए हांडी, चिंता खाए कंडी. ता अर्थ होची जो हांडी लूण रखिबो, धीरे धीरे से लूण से हांडी को मध्य खाइबो. You understood? No. My mother used to tell that the pot in which you keep salt, clay pot. In my childhood, we used to keep salt in clay pot. So in course of time, that clay pot gets erosion because of salt. So the salt is dissolved in the pot is dissolved because of salt. तो नमक के बर्तन धीरे धीरे पिघल जाता है, धीरे 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 धीरे, नजर में नहीं आता है. उसका अर्थ है हम जो भोजन करते हैं, भोजन हमको स्वास्थ्य दे सकता है या बीमार भी दे सकता है. हम जो भोजन करते हैं वो हमको स्वास्थ्य दे सकता है या बीमार दे सकता है. The food which we eat might give us health or might cause diseases. And most of the diseases are, Sri Gurudev telling, most of the diseases are from here or from here. No third reason. যত রোগ মুড়িতে আর ভুঁড়িতে. Here means wrong thinking, emotion, excessive unhappiness, stressful life, all lifestyle disorder. Nowadays they tell. ज्यादा से ज्यादा रोग दिमाग से ही शुरू होता है. तनाव हो, अशांति हो, दुख हो, जीवन प्रक्रिया में इधर उधर हो, रोग के कारण होता है यहां से, और नहीं तो यहां से. If you look at the Bhagavad Gita, in the next verse, verse 17, the Lord is using yukta ahara. Yukta ahara. Yukta ahara is moderation in food, moderation in food. There is a saying in Ayurveda, koruk, koruk, koruk. Kaha oruk, koruk. Kaha oruk. Oruk means free from diseases. In other words, healthy. Who is free from diseases? Who is free from diseases? Who is free from diseases? Who is healthy? 3 times the question. Koruk, koruk, koruk. It is said, hitabhuk, mitabhuk, ritabhuk. Hitabhuk, mitabhuk, ritabhuk. Beautiful saying. Koruk, koruk, koruk. Hitabhuk, mitabhuk, ritabhuk. Bhuk means one who eats. Bhuk. Hitabhuk, one who eats good and healthy food. One who eats good and healthy food. Hitabhuk. Good and healthy food. But if one eats excessively, overeating, one will not be healthy. Food is good. आयुर्वेद में कहावत है, को निरोग, कौन निरोग है, कौन निरोग है, कौन निरोग है? उत्तर होता है जो हितभुक हो, मितभुक हो और ऋतभुक हो। हितभुक का अर्थ होता है उपयुक्त स्वास्थ्यप्रद भोजन करो। उपयुक्त स्वास्थ्यप्रद भोजन करो। तो अभी के इसके ऊपर थोड़ा विचार करें। पहले के जमाने में भारत में, भारत का बात बोलता हूं, अन्न विक्रय नहीं होता था। अन्न विक्रय को पाप मानते थे। अन्न दान करो। मैं बचपन में गांव में बड़ा हुआ। गांव में खाना पकाने के समय माँ 2-3 व्यक्तियों के लिए ज्यादा पकाते थे। कोई अतिथि आ जाए, कोई गरीब आदमी आ जाए, गरीब आदमी भी अतिथि है। In ancient India, why ancient India? In my childhood, I saw when my mother was cooking, she was always cooking 3-4 extra meals for food for 3-4 people more. Surely some guest will come. Surely some people will come, hungry people during lunchtime. It is the Vedic culture. You can sell uncooked stuff. You can sell vegetable. You can sell uncooked rice, lentils, and so on. But cooked food not to be sold. Selling cooked food was considered as a sin. Anna vikraya paap hai. Sinful. Food should be given. People should be fed. अन्नदान, दान कितना था? विद्यादान, पढ़ाना है ना, education. Today I told somewhere, I don't know where, in India, if I would be in charge of India for some time, do you know what I will do? Free education. No commercialization of education. Education free, free for all. Good education, free for all. Healthcare, free for all. Healthcare, free for all. This can be for the whole world. Education, free for all. Healthcare, free for all. Then you do any other thing. Education is commercialized. Healthcare is commercialized. In India, the rate at which people are becoming victim of all these, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart trouble, cancer, and so on, asthma, and so on. India is becoming the hub of sick people. Population is increasing. It is the highest, the largest populous country. Population is not a problem really. The policy is problem. Implementation is problem. Population is not a problem. Rise in population. Do not. I was a student of economics. Not I was. I am. Till now I was. Because it has given me good understanding. There's nothing wrong. There was one economist. His name is Malthus. He studied about population demography. He said the nature controls population naturally. The nature will control. There is a natural check. Because the nature provides food, nature provides other things, it will check population naturally. Be disciplined. Be disciplined, there is nothing wrong. And do not foreseeable control of population. Now it is going to be crisis in many countries. It will be the country of old people. After a decade or decades, no younger generation to continue the culture, the tradition, the lifestyle of that country. They have to depend upon others. I have heard, because I'm not reading newspaper, I've heard it has already happened in few countries like Japan. Like Japan, they have to depend upon human resources. Human beings are resources, they are never burden. Can resource become burden? However, Anna, we are speaking of food. Food should be healthy. Do you know, in my childhood, I loved my mother's food. You'll ask why? Was it for palate, good palate? Or no, it is not just for palate. She was such a peaceful, loving person. And she was so cheerful. She cooked in a very cheerful mood. She was all alone. She would be cooking, she would be singing, she would be chanting, she would be joyful. Cook joyfully, cook peacefully, cook prayerfully. That is what is needed. One who, there are many, lot of discussion on food, lot of discussion, patra dosa, padartha dosa, pachaka dosa, and so on. One who is cooking, he or she contaminates food. One who is cooking, which things you are cooking, in which pot you are cooking, in which time you are cooking, who is serving, and so on. There are many. खाना पकाने के समय, भोजन प्रस्तुत करने के समय कई नीति पुराने जमाने में हमारे भारत में मानते थे. In the Hindu family, the temple, family temple, and the kitchen, next to the holiest place was the kitchen. Next temple is, and so the kitchen, nobody can go to kitchen. I remember even we were not allowed to enter the kitchen until and unless we had washed our body. No, you cannot go into the kitchen. Not my mother or father, nobody. You have to wash your body with proper clothes. You can enter the kitchen. Such hygiene is mud house. I was born in a mud house. It was not brick house or this. Even in mud house, so much of cleanliness, purity, discipline. Can you imagine? I have heard from Ravi Baba. Ravi Baba told you go to buy vegetables in the scale in which onion is measured. If they bring in the same scale the potato, His mother used to, she will not allow that because it is used in measuring onion. You can't measure potato and it will come to her house because she was a strict Vaishnava. रवि बाबा की माँ जी जो जिस तराजू में प्याज का वजन करते थे उसमें आलू का वजन करो वो नहीं चलेगा नियम ओ हे भगवान you will tell too many rules. That's why they were healthy. That's why their mind, brain, everything was excellent. Rules are needed. Rules are needed. You will be surprised to know in India we had many dharmshalas. You go to holy places, centuries old, but there were no restaurants. There was no restaurants. Guest houses were there, rest houses, roadside inns. So what did they do? Either they cooked themselves or they went to the village, they got their food. You cook yourself or you beg, or not begging, just go to somebody's place, they'll feed you. In the temples, in different people's home, they provided food. अपना खाना पकाओ. मैं मेरा बात बोलता हूं मैं खुद खाना पकाना शुरू किया कॉलेज का विद्यार्थी था when I was a college student I started cooking myself because I was sick not as a yogi so I had to change my diet simple boiled food no ghee no oil nothing and dry chapati sprout mung or peas chickpeas and cucumber or some fruits that was my food मैं जब कॉलेज में पढ़ता था बीमारी के लिए मैं मेरा भोजन को परिवर्तन किया नमक नहीं है तेल नहीं है मसाला नहीं है कुछ नहीं है सूखा रोटी चपाती उबाला हुआ सब्जी और अंकुरित मूंग हो या चने हो या काकड़ी खीरा या कुछ फल हो इतना ही भोजन था खुद अपने हाथ से बना तो अपने हाथ से बनाने से कितना क्योंकि प्रेम से बना मैं जैसा बोलता था मेरी माँ cook in your own hand fantastic again it in the Bhagavad Gita it was said bhunjate te togham papan ye pachante atmakaranat one who is cooking only for himself or herself is impure food you will say then what to do जो खुद के लिए खाना पकाते हैं वो पाप का भोजन करते हैं खिलाओ और खाओ पहले खिलाओ देन खाओ फर्स्ट फीड देन यू ईट आई वाज डूइंग दैट not because of Bhagavad Gita because I loved my friends they loved to have some and they loved my spiceless priceless food so they used to come and flock I used to give them some food then I used to take there was a sadhu I don't think anybody here has seen him he passed away quite a few years ago his name is Swami Bodhatmananda Giri Swami Bodhatmananda Giri who had seen Sri Gurudev when Sri Gurudev was brahmachari he lived alone in Cuttack in a rented small place he followed the same rule he used to cook expecting somebody would come if nobody is there he will stand outside and any rickshaw puller any poor man he will say please stop have food here and then go he will feed the person then he will go and eat he will be waiting he will not eat that is what Indian culture first feed then you eat first feed give food to others then पहले दूसरों को खिलाओ बाद में खुद खुद भोजन करो Ahara. Why do we overeat? Question is, why do we overeat? There are few reasons. One reason is depressed people, unmind people eat more. Again, people with mental depression, unmindfulness, they eat more. Second thing, people, those who are slave of their little tiny tongue. How big is your tongue? I can show me how big is my tongue. The tongue has so much control over ourselves. The food is delicious. I want to eat more. What is that poem? English poem, I forgot its name. That mouse who ate, overate, he got, it was in my school book. The story is very स्कूल के एक कविता, अंग्रेजी कविता, कविता था कि the title of that poem is, maybe Narottamba might have read this. There was a mouse, young mouse. He found a plum cake. There is beautiful description of plum cake, and it has sugar on the top, looking like snow, smelling delicious. And he stole, and he was hearing his friends, his siblings going to play. He was hiding the cake so that nobody will know. And he wanted to eat alone, not to give to anybody. And he ate and 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 ate. He finished everything. And you ate, then what will happen? He got stomach ache, pain, and crying. Everybody came and they saw that he's sick. They took him to doctor. The doctor examined and told, you are to die. Doctor asked, what happened to you? He said, this happened. He said, you are greedy, you have to die. You will die. And this poem ends very sad conclusion, then the mouse died. मेरे विद्यालय के कविता हमारे शिक्षा क्रम में था, आप पढ़े? आपको याद है कि कविता जो जो पढ़े थे, जो जो कविता पढ़े थे, याद नहीं है कुछ के? हाँ, वो था हमारे, वी आर सेवन पढ़े थे, वी आर। तो एक चूहा, चूहा एक केक, एक केक को चोरी की और सबको छिपा करके खुद खाने लगे और पूरा समाप्त कर दिए। और जितना पेट में भरता है तो उतना, यह शास्त्र में लिखा है, जावत ह्रियते जठरम तावत स्वत्तम ही देहिना। Your right over food is that much as you can digest. That is your right. As I will digest this much, that is your food. That much is your right. Not more than that. तो वो चूहा ने खाया 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 तो बीमार पड़ गया, तो उसको डॉक्टर के पास ले गए। डॉक्टर ने बोला, क्या हुआ तुम्हारे? वो सब बोल दिया, वो अभिनय किया, क्या क्या किया। तो बोला कि तुमने इतने लोभी लालची हो, किसी को नहीं दे करके खाए हो, तो परिणति ये है कि तुमको राम नाम सत्य है। और वही हुआ। खाओ। Depressive, unmindful eating, they eat more. Greedy, glutton. That's, what is that word? Gluttonous. That word. Spelling Glutton. Glutton. Okay. Somebody said, Jesus, you are a glutton. Greedy. To eat more, eat more. Do you know, The problem with being a sadhu, people think that feed sadhu is very auspicious. And they want to feed, eat more, eat more, eat more. And it is really a torture on the sadhu. Eat more, eat more. I remember when I took my mother to a doctor. The doctor was Gurudev's disciple, a very famous doctor in Odisha. So we three are sitting. At that time, I was not in these clothes. So we had lots of, he was a busy doctor, but so he told, looking at me, he said, during those days, I was slim, not like this. He said, do you know, you should maintain that health. Your health is very good. Do you know our mothers? My mother is sitting there. Our mothers, they force eat more, eat more, eat this, eat this. It is not healthy. Then he was telling he lost his wife. He has three daughters. Daughters were married. He was a famous doctor, many patients. He had one man who used to cook for him. He was a vegetarian. He said, I take one chapati, this much of boiled vegetable, and little bit fresh cheese. And one who cooks for me, he eats this, this, this. He was describing. Then we came back. My mother is talking to another lady who used to visit her. Said the doctor was good, but he doesn't know the heart of a mother. My mother was telling, the doctor is very good, but he doesn't understand the heart of the mother. In the presence of the mother, he's blaming the mother. Our mother, I heard in Europe, the Greek mother, the Italian mothers, and Jewish mothers, they're like this. They tell, eat more, eat more, eat more. I've heard. I don't know it is true or not. But Indian mother, I know. But it was interesting. My mother never forced me. In childhood, eat more, eat more. But later on, she never told, eat joyfully as much as you can. Why should we overeat? In this book, it is written, overeating is a crime. Overeating is a crime. We overeat because of our conditioned taste and palates. Acharya Shankara, he said, hunger is a disease, treat with the medicine of food. Hunger is a disease, treat with the medicine of food. Kshyut vyadhischa chikitsatam pratidinam भिक्षौषधम भुंज्यताम. हंग क्षुधा एक व्याधि है. व्याधि के लिए जैसे दवा चाहिए, भोजन दवा है. आप दवा को जैसे मात्रा के अनुसार सेवन करते हैं, भोजन को ऐसे मात्रा के अनुसार सेवन करो, नहीं तो बीमारी नहीं जाएगी और बीमारी बढ़ जाएगी. क्षुत व्याधिश्च चिकित्स्यताम प्रतिदिनम. Every day treat the disease of hunger with medicine of food, and which you get as begging. भिक्षा औषधम, भिक्षा औषधम. आप सब आश्रम में कहाँ भोजन करते हैं? कहाँ भोजन करते हैं? सब साहिब बन गए हैं ना. डाइनिंग हॉल, डाइनिंग हॉल. अरे अन्नपूर्णा अन्न क्षेत्र. Everybody is telling dining hall, dining hall. It has a name. The name is Annapurna Annakshetra. Its name is Annapurna Annakshetra. आप संत लोगों को पूछेंगे कहाँ डाइनिंग हॉल. सब साहेब साहेब साहेब. वहां एक दो चित्र है, दो क्यों तीन चित्र है, दीवार में तीन चित्र है। एक चित्र है भगवान श्री कृष्ण पार्थ सारथी और अर्जुन। एक है श्री गुरुदेव बैठे हैं, और एक है मां अन्नपूर्णा। देर आर थ्री पेंटिंग्स इन द अन्नपूर्णा अन्न क्षेत्र। One is Lord Krishna and Arjuna in the battlefield. Another is Sri Gurudev is staring at all of you, all of us, while taking food. The third one is Mother Annapurna and Lord Shiva. Mother Annapurna and Lord Shiva. Who is Annapurna? अन्नपूर्णा कौन है? बोलो बोलो बोलो, अन्नपूर्णा कौन है? ये तुम जितना प्रश्न है उतना बोलो। अन्नपूर्णा कौन है? लक्ष्मी जी है ना पार्वती जी है? अन्नपूर्णा पार्वती है, भगवान शिव जी के पत्नी है, प्रिया है। मदर अन्नपूर्णा इज द कंसर्ट, लाइफ पार्टनर ऑफ लॉर्ड शिव। बट लॉर्ड शिव इज टेलिंग भिक्षाम देहि, भिक्षाम देहि। ही इज बेगिंग। किसी परिवार में पति क्या पत्नी को भिक्षा मांगते हैं? पति क्या भिख मंगा होते हैं ना क्या? अरे यहाँ शिव जी तो भिक्षा करते हैं, भिक्षाम देहि, भिक्षाम देहि। वो पार्वती भिक्षाम देहि, ही इज बेगिंग। लॉर्ड शिव भिक्षा करते हैं, बेगिंग। व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट हैज अ वेरी डीप स्पिरिचुअल मीनिंग। We are mostly we are householders. We think she should cook as I want. The birthday and Mahasamadhi day of Sri Lahiri Mahasaya, Sri Sanyal Mahasaya is coming. Sri Sanyal Mahasaya was born on 20th of January and he left his body on 18th January. पूज्य श्री सन्याल महाशय का तिरोभाव महासमाधि तिथि दिवस 18 जनवरी, उनका जन्म तिथि 20 जनवरी। उनके जीवनी पढ़ो। हिंदी में पता नहीं है कि नहीं है? हिंदी में, हिंदी में है, पढ़ो। अंग्रेजी में इट इज इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो। यू ऑल्सो रीड द लाइफ एंड हाउ शी वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फूड। Can you imagine? Should I describe? During those days, the toilets were not like this. It was service toilet. I don't know if you can imagine service toilet. It was long ago. So you go to toilet, whatever night soil, it will be collected in a pot and it can be shifted. So she used to go after her husband goes to toilet to know what type of, you can, she was checking how is his digestion. That is wife. Her name is Kalidasi Devi. Amazing personality. वो जाकर के पायखाना से देखते थे कि उनके टट्टे कैसे हैं, तबीयत कैसा है, उसके लिए क्या भोजन बनाए। वही है पत्नी। क्षुत व्याधिश्च चिकित्सताम प्रतिदिनम भिक्षौषधम भुज्यताम। हम एक बार आश्रम में बोले कि देखो, हम आश्रम का अंतेवासियों को बोले कि देखो, हम जब बैठते हैं सोच लीजिए हम भिक्षा के लिए बैठे हैं, जो मिलेगा, नहीं बोले कि वो दो, भिक्षा करते हैं। If you go to the book, at the end of the book, there is a list 12, 12, detached from, attached to, detached from irregular food habit, detached from irregular. It is there in the book. There is no need to write. Collect the book and read. Just if you भोजन का एक समय रखो. Have a fixed time. This is the breakfast time. This is lunch time. This is dinner time. So, and not in between. Eat at a fixed time. Detach from spicy and oily food, deep fried. Detach from junk and fast food. Detach from oily and spicy food. हिंदी में क्या होता है? ज्यादा मसला तेल युक्त आहार मत करो. जंक एंड फास्ट फूड तो बाजार से खरीद करके भोजन मत करो. सूखा हुआ हो जो भुजिया वगैरह या आजकल बाजार से खरीद करके लाते हैं. Somebody, there was a joke. The joke is a joke means cartoon. In the cartoon, new apartment complex. So one has gone to see the apartment. It's a very nice apartment. Everything is there, no kitchen. Then he said, what is happening in this apartment? There is no kitchen. He said, outsourcing. Outsourcing. So we can just call. So there are caterers. They can bring from whichever restaurant you want, what type of food you want. Everything will be available there. So just tell you why to cook. Outsourcing kitchen is the source of many countless diseases. Be very careful. Indulgence in eating, be free from, detached from. Habitually consuming food and drink that are harmful for health and spiritual life. अभ्यासगत जो भोजन है उसको, अभ्यासगत स्वास्थ्य के लिए जो हानिकारक होता है उसको छोड़ नहीं सकते हैं. उसको छोड़ो. ड्रिंकिंग वाटर इमीडिएटली आफ्टर फूड. भोजन के बाद तुरंत पानी मत पियो. ओवर ईटिंग, ईटिंग टू फास्ट. ज्यादा मत खाओ, जल्दी जल्दी मत खाओ. ईटिंग विदाउट ऑफरिंग फूड टू गॉड. भगवान को अर्पण किए बिना भोजन मत करो. फास्टिंग टू मच और ईटिंग टू मच. डिटैच फ्रॉम food that exerts too much pressure on the sense or on organs. इंद्रियों के ऊपर ज्यादा चाप जो देता है उसको छोड़ो. फिजिकल एक्सर्शन इमीडिएटली आफ्टर फूड. भोजन के बाद तुरंत शारीरिक श्रम मत करो. अटैच टू, डिटैच, अटैच. फूड दैट इज सिंपल एंड इजी टू डाइजेस्ट. बी अटैच टू जो सरल सुपाच्य होते हैं. ईटिंग फूड एट ए रेगुलर इंटरवल. ठीक समय पर भोजन करो. ईटिंग व्हेन हंग्री. This is an interesting thing. Many people eat just to eat. They are not hungry, but they are eating. Eat in such a quantity, you will feel hungry after a few hours. क्षुधा लगे तो भोजन करो. Chewing food more. चिबाओ. Drinking plenty of water. ज्यादा पानी पियो. Praying before consuming food. भगवान को प्रार्थना करो भोजन के पहले. Eating slowly and enjoying the taste of food with love and thanksgiving. धीरे धीरे भोजन करो, रस का आस्वादन करो, भगवान को प्रार्थना और कृतज्ञता के साथ. Eating less and stopping when stomach is half full. अपना चुप, पेट के आधा, half of the stomach food. occasional fasting if one's health permits. एकादशी के दिन हो, पूर्णिमा के दिन हो, बीच बीच में सामान्य उपवास कर सकते हो। स्वास्थ्य, अपने स्वास्थ्य के ऊपर निर्भर करता है। Only consuming food that moderately engages the sense organs. Eat moderately. उचित मात्रा से भोजन करो, इंद्रिय तृप्तिकर भोजन करो। Studying good and inspiring books, क्योंकि भोजन यहाँ के लिए चाहिए। अच्छी किताब पढ़ो जो प्रेरणाप्रद हो। Walking in the free and fresh air. After lunch, rest a while. After dinner, walk a mile. सुने हो? Have you heard it? After lunch, rest a while. After dinner, walk a mile. आंख बंद कर दीजिए। Close your eyes and let us pray to God and श्री गुरुदेव। हम भगवान को प्रार्थना करेंगे, हे भगवान, हे गुरुदेव, हम आपके संतान हैं। प्रार्थना करता हूं मैं संयमित जीवन यापन करूं, जीवन को साधक साधिका के जीवन बनाऊं। Bless me so that I will be able to lead a life of discipline. I bow to you. Thank you all. जानी चाहिए परिस्थिति केवल बात करें।